Electronics 101. This one's about motors, which are a type of inductors. So inductors work by running currents through a coil of wire, which also generates an electromagnetic field around that coil. If you add something like an iron core into that coil, it makes the field stronger. So you can create magnetism with current flowing through the wire, and vice versa. That one is called a transformer. When you use one side, it has to be alternating current, meaning going this way, and then this way, then this way, then this way. If it's just going in one constant direction, that's direct current. That won't work for this scenario. So it has to be building up that magnetic field and collapsing every time it goes and switches direction, right? So every time that field grows and collapses, it's going to then induce current with nothing but the magnetism. These two loops, the green and the purple here, are not connected at all. They just happen to share the same iron core. That doesn't even need to be there, but it definitely helps. So this creates the magnetic field. The magnetic field creates electricity on this side, which would light up these diodes, which it would light up one, then the other, depending on which way the field had collapsed, either negative, positive, positive, negative, vice versa, for alternating current. In motors, they have permanent magnets. So in this one, it's just a simple coil with two magnets, one on each side. In your positive magnet, negative magnet, they don't move. They're static. They are in the stator. Static means not moving. In the middle, you have the coil connected to a power source, and this is called the rotor because it rotates. So you're putting current through here, and it's going to then make this more positive, and it's going to be pushed away. And then when it gets to this, or rather, it's going to be attracted to this side, and if it gets close to this side, it'll push it away. And then it'll either, actually, you'd probably want to use an AC with that one. DC motors are similar, but for alternating current, like the electromagnet example shown here, electromagnet, it will do the same thing. It will then push that rotor like so. You can also change the polarities of the magnets themselves, which will then turn that and generate electricity if you wanted to be using a generator or a dynamo. In such cases, this is a regular DC motor, direct current, attach it to a battery, doesn't flip back and forth like the power coming out of the walls. So it'll the batteries will spin that fan. But if you were to spin the fan, it would generate electricity the same way. And then you could power a circuit with that. So think like wind-powered street lamps and stuff, or solar-powered street lamps. Wind power would just be stored in a battery pack or supercapacitors to be used later. In this case, this motor has a gearbox on top of it, so you can turn this handle. Is this the right direction? Yes. Yeah, hold that. Thank you. And very little turns will create a lot of turns in the motor, which is actually hiding in this housing down here. And when you generate the current flowing through there, like so, it's about 10 volts coming out of that. Not bad.